Hey Jed, this is Tyler with Leads by Lordi. I wanted to make this video for you right before our call. That way you kind of get an idea of what we can do and you get something tangible either way so you can walk away and utilize it yourself if you'd like. So I have your website pulled up here, and I know you told me a little bit about yourself, right? Your business, okay, the services that you do. So it looks like you got some great information here, got some great deals going on. Obviously you're pretty reputable with some reviews here. All right, and great pictures. So really what we do all revolves around a great website. All right, and we build you leads organically, right? So it's really just you doing all the work. Okay, we just assist in that. But I pulled up a report of your website. I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to compare it to top companies in Pittsburgh that do what you do, right? I know you said you wanted to focus on that Pittsburgh area, right? And that's where the volume is going to come in too. So I'll show you that here in a second. So here's the report I pulled up. I use a tool called Ahrefs. Okay, it shows the rank of your site, backlink information, and the keywords you're ranking for. Okay, now heading back to your website, Google loves content. All right, so content's really the main focus here. They like to see anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 words really on the home page of the site, and then as your service pages go, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 words. And what that's going to allow you to do is rank for those keywords, all right, that are going to show up in Google, right, that people type in all the time, such as foundation repair Pittsburgh, basement waterproofing Pittsburgh, things like that. And that's how you're going to bring in your leads organically. So I'm going to skip right over your report here. We're going to go to the next business here. This is the first competitor. When I typed in, basement waterproofing Pittsburgh, this was the first result. So we can see here their website, they have their waterproofing. We'll get rid of that. Their waterproofing page, and it looks like they've got basement floor, basement wall, etc. here. They've got a lot of information going on. They got foundation repair, floor leveling, all right, and then their about section. So it's a pretty big website. All right, they got a little animated video here. They've got apply today. They've got a quote here, which is great. That's what you want to see right away. They got their deals. All right, and then we start getting into a little bit of content. But you can see they don't have 1,000 to 2,000 words on here. All right, so really focusing in on that for your site, you're going to be able to outrank this competitor. Now, that's just one factor, okay, when it comes to Google's ranking. All right, we can take a look at some of these back pages and find out if they have that 500 to 1,000, and they definitely don't. So again, focusing on that content. But let's take a look at their report. All right, we can see it's a little bit different. Obviously, they've been in business quite a while. It's their own site here, so this is the backlink information we're going to get into in a second. But I want to jump into these keywords and show you. You can see they're ranked for 800 versus your 5. Okay, that's because they have a full-blown site. So they have an opportunity to bring in all this traffic. All right, and we take a look at these keywords that they're focusing in on. All right, obviously they're ranking for some like generic words such as waterproofing basements, right? Not specific areas, but I like to focus in on those, areas such as Pittsburgh. So we see here basement waterproofing Pittsburgh brings in 100 searches a month. All right, so 100 people a month are looking for basement waterproofing in Pittsburgh. Okay, and based off of that, they're bringing in 15 traffic for that. Okay, Pittsburgh waterproofing, 40 searches a month, they're bringing in 13. Pittsburgh basement waterproofing, so just a couple different variations of the word. Okay, you see foundation repair Pittsburgh down here. All right, so here's the volume, here's the traffic, and then here's the position they're in on Google. So obviously you want to search or strive for that first page or that first couple of results because nobody's going to hit the second, third, fourth page. All right, so what this does is it just brings in traffic organically and it brings you leads. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to head back to the overview. And before we get into the backlinks, I'm just going to show you the next competitor here. I typed in foundation repair Pittsburgh this time. All right, so here was one of the first results. And we can see here, this is just a back page. This isn't their home page. This is their foundation repair page. Okay, so I mean, they've got a good bit of content, but we can definitely beat them out with 1,000 words. All right, but not bad overall. Let's take a look at their report. Not too many keywords. It's obviously a back page, but right away you can see foundation repair Pittsburgh. It's bringing in 80 searches a month. Pittsburgh foundation repair 20, and so on and so forth here. Again, variations of foundation repair. All right, but again, we want to focus in on those Pittsburgh words. because someone typing in, let's see here, foundation repair contractor could be from anywhere, right? So this is really where we're going to bring in the traffic. So, so they're bringing in 30 searches for foundation repair Pittsburgh. So obviously, if they land even half of those, that's a good bit of money, right, for foundation repair. So that's what you want to strive for there. Let's head back to the overview now. Again, we talked about content. We talked about putting it on the site, obviously, to rank for those keywords. It's going to help you bring in that traffic organically. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are backlinks. And a backlink is really just a vote of confidence. It's a link from one site to another, passing power and trust over to your site, all right? Increasing your credibility so that Google ranks you accordingly. So not only do they take content into play, but backlinks as well. So if we take a look at this first competitor here, Keystone Basement Systems, that I showed you, we can see they have 132 sites pointing back to theirs, and it's giving them over 1,000 backlinks here. Now, these are just some metrics showing the power and the trust, really, all right? And you want these as balanced as possible. So if they don't have those balanced, right, it's 32 and 5. We'd like to see 32 and 32. And you can tell that a lot of their backlinks are low quality down here, right? And that's why it's not balanced. So we want higher quality and more backlinks than these competitors. All right, that'll push your list, your ranking up. Now this next competitor, again, this is just a back page, but they do have 5 sites pointing back to this specific back page, and it's giving them 9 backlinks. But you can also see that they're a little bit more balanced here. Okay, so this is something we'd want to see, and again, they're bringing in traffic for that page. These guys are bringing in a lot of traffic for their page. All right, so focusing in on that content and those backlinks, and obviously higher quality for both compared to your competitors is what's going to get you ahead, and again, bring you in those leads organically. So the last thing I want to touch upon are citations. And a citation is your name, address, and phone number, and we list those in business directories online, such as Yellow Pages. Right? It's a way just to get your name out there, and again, not only boost your website ranking on Google, but increase your Google My Business listing on Google. So you'll have 2 chances really to show up on the front page. So here's your Google listing here I pulled up. All right, we want to make sure we max this out. We optimize it. All right, it's got all the great information that it needs. Your pictures, you got awesome reviews, so keep that up. You have all your information, hours, phone number, address. Okay, and then you want a great description as well, right? We talked about content a lot. They let you use 750 characters, so definitely utilize that. Throw in some keywords there that we talked about, and like I said, keep adding pictures as you go. All right, if your competitors have 10, 20 pictures, get 30, 40. Okay, that way when we type in, and we'll head back here to what I typed in for this competitor, foundation repair Pittsburgh, or even basement waterproofing Pittsburgh. All right, you can see that up here. All right, a lot of times we get to an ad section, but let's be honest, most of us skip the ads. All right, some people do click on them, but we head to this map pack first and foremost, and this is really where we want to show up, right? Especially for our specific area. Okay, so a lot of these guys are getting all the phone calls, a lot of the website clicks because they're the first 3 results, right? Everybody likes convenience, right? And they trust Google to send them to the top businesses. So there's no need to hit the view all button, just like there's no need to go to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th page, all right? We want to get taken right to a business. We want to get our quote and be done with it, right? So getting in here, we want to add our citations, all right? We want to optimize that listing. And again, a citation is just your name, address, and phone number in business directories. All right, and we can help with all that. So again, we have the ad section, we have the map pack, and then here's the organic section. Right, this is where I found the top businesses for those specific keywords. All right, it's where you see Angie's List most of the time, Home Advisor, Yelp. But again, people want to click right to businesses. They don't want to click a link and then another link and another link. All right, so to show up in the organic section, we want to focus in on that content and those backlinks. So feel free to utilize those 3 tips, content, backlinks, and citations for your business. All right, we'll talk a little bit later. And here's my business website, leadsbylordeye.com. We do focus in on SEO, web design, social media, more. All right, we are from Philadelphia, but my wife's from Pittsburgh, so we're out there all the time as well. So if you have any questions at all from here until later on when we talk, give me a call, send me a text, whatever it is. Here's my personal phone number, 267-885-3473. All right, I look forward to talking to you a little bit later. Have a good one.